What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a love and marriage Huntsville recap, honey. Let's pick up right where we left off.
I don't think everything is as you make it out to be at home plate. Now respond to that.
I just want to know, what do you mean by we make it out to be? There was no falseness in what was expressed. I just wonder where you see a disconnect.
Girl, how about there's a disconnect when it comes to you wanting a baby and your husband, clearly, he don't want no more kids. And Tiffany, you need to go to therapy by yourself. That way you can heal from your codependency issues that you have, where you don't like being alone. You guys, when she said that, my heart dropped. I'm like, you don't like being alone? Okay, that's a problem. That's a major problem. You have to like your own company first before you can like and appreciate somebody else's. And when you're codependent like that, you will put up with all types of disrespect. You will stay in dysfunctional relationships for longer than what you should. Tiffany has a lot of healing to do, and I hope that she didn't jump from one marriage into another, because something tells me she didn't take that time to heal and be alone, and you really have to do that before you get into your next relationship or marriage.
Remember that word game I put on the board this morning? The first level of a game is you play a game. The second level of the game is when your game is discovered, you play a game of not playing a game. And that's exactly what's going on over here. Once you own the game to be your reality, it is no longer a false game. It is a part of you. And you will act it out however you act it out.
So you're saying our marriage is act?
What I saw this morning was raising questions about the quality of your interpersonal relationship.
Dr. Francis has known us for 24 hours, and he's already put an assumption on our marriage. Who does he really think he is?
A damn therapist. Okay, that's who he is, with credentials. It's the lack of humility, Lewis. Okay, I am sick of your Salisbury steak eating ass, Lewis. And Tiffany, your corn on a cob ass, you getting on my nerves too. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all need to have humility. Like, it's to the point where can't nobody tell y'all nothing. Y'all don't want to be like Marceau and Tisha. Marceau and Tisha, though, in my opinion, they are worse. And I say that they are worse. I apologize, guys. They are cutting this grass.
I don't know where he went to school, what his credentials are, but right now, I do not respect his opinion, and I do not believe that his assumptions on who the Whitlows are is cool.
Tiffany, she seems like the type of person where she wants you to tell her what she wants to hear all the time, and that's not how life goes. You have to take constructive criticism in order for you to grow. And the problem out in the world that Miss Robinson sees is a lot of people, they're very comfortable with giving advice, but when it's time for them to take advice, they don't want to take it. Okay, they want to play the damn victim. I done had friends like that, you guys. It's very, nauseating. It's very frustrating. I done had ex-boyfriends like that, and these people are just very dysfunctional to the point where they don't even know it. And that's what I was trying to say about Marceau and Tisha. They don't even know how messed up they are. So the next morning we see Marceau, and he is cooking breakfast. I said, oh no, not the narcissist. I know the narcissist is not in there cracking eggs and frying bacon. Okay, I was so shocked because season 1, this fool, he act like he was allergic to the damn stove. He act like he didn't know how to cook. You guys, I am so disgusted with the Whitlows. They still playing the damn victim. And I didn't know that we signed up to be at a marriage retreat where he would be coming at us like this. Like, do you want to hear the truth or not, Tiffany? Damn, do you want to grow? No, you want to stay stagnant. You want to stay stuck, caught up in a bubble. I think you are delusional when it comes to your marriage. I don't think that you are into Big Lou like that. Not because he's big. I just feel like Lewis, he don't lay down the law. And not so much in a way, guys, where he's disrespectful to her. But I told y'all, most women's primary love language when it comes to men is the woman has to have a lot of respect for you. And once she doesn't, she could kind of take or leave you. So yeah, a woman can sit up there and be married to you, be in a relationship with you, still fuck you, feed you, and just still be dissatisfied because you are not growing. You are not maturing. And you could really see that Lewis, he's stagnant and he's stuck. He's not really trying to be a better man. He think he knows every damn thing. No, you don't know everything. So Tisha joins them for breakfast, and then Lewis, he gets to letting her know, because she was like, well, how do you think today is going to go? And he was just like, yeah, you got to know your marriage before you even sign up for stuff like this. Well, evidently, nigga, you don't know your marriage. Okay, you don't know your wife. You don't know how to put your foot down and tell her you don't want another baby with her. Okay? And Lewis, you can't talk to Tisha because, in my opinion, she's not respectable enough. Like, this woman is codependent. She doesn't know who she is without Marceau. Marceau is her identity. So if you was to take that from her, what's she gonna do? Okay, where's she go? Okay, I'm not saying she can't get another man. I'm sure she would love to be, the wife to another narcissist. Okay, and I'm sure they would be happy to have her ass. Okay? So, child, bye. I'm like, he up here talking to Tisha, the most powerless motherfucker on the show. Okay? The person that got all the mouth but can't back the shit up. Make it make sense. Tisha gets her ass in her confessional and says,
Lewis doesn't seem like he's willing to take any advice from Dr. Francis. He also...
Girl, your husband is the same damn way. I was like, this whole damn episode should have been called The Pot Calling the Kettle Black, okay? Because you sitting up next to a big cone head, big toenail head, that don't want to listen to what Dr. Francis has to say because he's a narcissist. I don't think Lewis is a narcissist. I think he's being stubborn. I think that Lewis has an issue with getting in touch with his emotions. We saw that when he finally cried and began acting like a human being, but yeah, girl, Tisha, shut up, shit.
I don't want to hear anything that Dr. Francis has to say about his marriage.
Child, it's the blind leading the blind for me, honey.
I have as many issues with couples therapy as the next person.
We know you do. We know you got issues, big toenail head. You're a narcissist. You think you know every damn thing. You want everything to be your way because remember, when you are dealing with a narcissist, it's all about them. It's not about you.
I'm willing to listen to what Dr. Francis has to say.
Child, shut up. You just came on this show to get your damn check. Okay, I wish y'all would stop wasting Miss Robinson's time, honey. Okay?
And use what I feel is useful to the best of my ability.
Y'all hear that? What I feel is useful. How about using every damn thing that he gives you? So, and that's my whole thing. I could never, you guys, be married to any of the men on this show. The scene with Maurice and Kimmie, that made me cringe. I told y'all, these are not marriages. These are slave contracts where you gotta do this. You gotta rub his feet, suck his dick, cook his meals, I wish the fuck I would do all of that for some man. But that's your husband. I don't give a fuck who you is. Shit, slavery is over. If your name ain't Chantel Shamir Chandler, I ain't helping you, okay? You need to be paying all the damn bills. I shouldn't even have to work so much. How about that? See, when you start bringing up money, these niggas get quiet, okay? Don't I know? But yeah, all that slavery shit. When I seen Kimmie talking to Dr. Francis with Maurice, I said, girl, shit, you is a fool, okay? Because while you over there arguing with him about how he want all this sex, you need to get that goddamn credit card like Miss Robinson had told you, you ladies. Get the credit card, run it up. Go shopping, go out to eat. Kimmie is too predictable in her marriage. Maurice likes excitement, okay? He do. He look like that type. Okay, y'all know he got that Chris Brown up in him. Oh, yes, yes.
So you want to cook eggs for you?
No, there's some eggs right there.
For you right here. What? Right here too? Like,
y'all hear what she said? Even in that little bit right there, you only did it for you? Y'all hear that? Because she is used to this narcissist only doing things for himself. And Marceau right now is performing and my ass ain't buying it, okay? He performing all this cooking breakfast and shit. Child, bye. So Louis apologizes to Marceau and Tisha. Why? You did nothing wrong. You called out this narcissist and Miss Codependent. She ain't got her own brain. Well, you know, I was wrong for speaking on your marriage, and now that I'm getting the heat, you know, with Tiff, you know, I'm realizing I was wrong and I don't really know y'all like that. No, you didn't do nothing wrong. See, I hate that all of this happened like this because now Marceau and Tisha are gonna feel like, well, this is what a healthy marriage looks like. No, it doesn't. Anytime your spouse don't give a damn about your needs, your wants, your feelings, your hopes, your dreams, like, it's not a good marriage. You just with a pair of pants. Shout out to Rosie Nail, my grandmother, honey. Okay, you ain't got a man. You got a pair of pants, boo-boo. Okay, so, like, listening to Tisha talk, it was just exhausting. It's like, girl, sit your ass down. Okay, you can't give nobody no advice. And here go Marceau, yeah, you know, it took Dr. Francis to get on the Whitlows for them to recognize they was wrong when it came to me and Tisha, and we done been married all these years. Don't nobody give a damn how long y'all been married. Y'all shit is not healthy, okay? Your wife is not happy. What I do notice with Tisha is if she's around people and she realizes they have problems in their marriage, she did the same shit with Martell and Melody. She'll try to act like her marriage is so perfect. That's why I was trying to tell y'all, I can't like Tisha. I can't even take Tisha seriously because Tisha is not consistent. Her character is all over the place. She don't know if she coming or going. This bitch has cognitive dissonance. And honey, Miss Robinson ain't got time for it. Marceau said that the Whitlows is fake. I already called y'all fake. No, sweetie, your marriage. Well, your marriage is real, okay? It's a real disaster, okay? It's on the first floor. I don't care how many businesses y'all come out with. Tisha can go get another degree. That's how I know this bitch ain't got common sense. And it's always the bitches want to run back to college, you know, and get all these damn degrees, but won't grab just a little bit of common sense, okay? That'll save you some damn money, okay? That'll save you some money, Tisha. Just grab the common sense the next time you go back to school. But yeah, now Marceau and Tisha, they on this high horse because they think they got the most perfect marriage and they can give advice. Child, goodbye. If I take any advice from y'all, it will be on what not to do and who not to be. So Maurice and Kimmie joins the Whitlows and the Scotts at the breakfast table. Kimmie once again tells Big Lou and Tiffany that she feels like they are always trying to give everybody advice on their marriage. It's not really everybody. It's just Marceau and Tisha, because they do have a messed up marriage. And quiet is kept. Kimmie, you in a messed up marriage too, because we gonna get to you in a minute, boo-boo. You know, like all them crazy ass demands that Mellow Yellow got for you, girl, child, goodbye. Okay, if y'all don't get these slave contracts up out of here, child, Child, I feel like we going in circles because Kimmie get her ass down to the table telling Big Lou, well, you did the same thing to Marceau, and girl, he needed to call them out. Somebody did, okay? Somebody needed to call the Scots out. Because when Melody and Martell did it, it becomes this whole thing of, well, did Marceau cheat? Well, we ain't got no proof. Well, Melody is just hating. She just bitter. Her shit didn't work out. It becomes that whole song and dance, right? But I just feel like when you have a narcissist and a codependent marriage, it deserves to be scrutinized. It deserves to be pulled apart. And the whole thing of it is, when they were out in Vegas, it wasn't like Big Lou and Tiffany kept coming at the Scots, at Marceau and Tisha. Tisha was emotional and was telling Big Lou and them that she wanted to celebrate her anniversary. We got to remember that part too. It was Tisha feeding them information about her disdain and her unhappiness in her marriage. And the Whitlows saw that, okay? So that's why I keep trying to tell y'all about Tisha. She's not consistent. She forgets the things she says to people about her marriage. You can't even get your man to go to counseling with you without you having to trick him. You got to trick him into going. That is not good. I'm sorry. He needs to be a willing participant. So Marceau calls Big Lou out and says that just admit to it, man. People give you advice and you don't want to hear it. And Lewis admits that Dr. Francis was touching on some things that he didn't want to hear. I was like, finally, you finally freaking admitted to what, you needed to admit to. This is the thing with the Whitlows. They are not transparent. They have layers on. They're covering up things. They're trying to hide things. They're trying to be surface people, when really they have a lot of wounds. They have a lot of healing they need to do. And I think individually, like they need to go to counseling individually. I think that Lewis has had a lot of loss in his life. I think Tiffany has had the same as well. And she has not, and he has not. That's why they are together. That's another reason why you will get together with somebody, is because you both have the same wounds that the other needs to heal. So yeah, they need to work on that, because everything with them is this performance. And it's unnecessary. You can't grow like that. You need to be genuine. You need to be authentic. You need to be who you are. Because if you are not who you are, you can't grow. And people always say, I want to be loved for who I am. But how can you be loved for who you are and you're not really being who you are? Okay? You're putting up on a front, a facade. And everybody can see it. And then my biggest issue with the Whitlows is they are not humble. They don't want to listen to nothing. Everything is defensive, and they are defensive like that, guys, because they have not did their work, and quiet is kept. They're not interested in doing their work. And that's the same thing for Marceau and Tisha. They're just doing this shit for the show, and it won't be no change in their marriage. And it may be the same thing for Maurice and Kimmie too. I do, however, I will say this. I love how Kimmie communicates. She seems very open, very honest. I I just love her energy and her vibe when she's communicating with Dr. Francis. Very down to earth, very practical, straightforward. It makes sense, like the things that she says, right? I like that Maurice jumped into the conversation and told Big Lou that Dr. Francis, his abilities to discern situations are greater and higher than yours because he has the training. Like, this man has been to school. Okay, he has the credentials, and you all are denying his credentials because you're caught up in your ego and you don't like how you're looking on the outside. But really, you need to fix the inside first and stop worrying about the outside. That's the problem with the Whitlows. They like to put up this front, this wall. The wall is coming down though, and I feel like they don't like that. Like, they are like ultra defensive. Put your comments in the comment section, guys, on what you think about what's going on with the Whitlows. But yeah, and then I think they ended up leaving the trip. Yeah. What y'all leaving for? What are y'all leaving for? Y'all need this. But no, want to run away from the truth. Next, honey, we got Melody and Mama Holt. Mama Holt looked like a hot ass mess. I was like, take that damn dress off and stop playing with us. Child, like, I was just looking like, she looked like she had just been drinking. Yes, okay, leave that Colt 45 alone, honey. It is not your friend, Mama Hope. Put the bottle down, okay? She probably be hitting up Martell trying to get some extra wine bottles. But yeah, there's something about Martell's mother that's just very inauthentic. She seems a bit judgmental. Her and Melody get together to discuss why Melody had to block her ass. Let's play that out.
Ever feel like I ever said anything negative about you or had any negative feelings towards you?
Oh no, we were always good.
Good. I would think that too.
Because the only little thing is when, that little text.
Do you know why I sent that text?
Yeah, I know you was hurt.
She didn't just send you that text because she was hurt. She sent you that text about your son because it was true. And bitch, you are always enabling him. Melody basically wrote to her, you guys, your son is a liar. You have upheld Martell for a very long time and made him not take responsibility. Exactly. Since day one, been nothing but good to you and fair when it came to you. Y'all enjoy and do what y'all do. Don't text back because I'm blocking you. That damn Melody is crazy. Woo, she's a stinger. I wouldn't tell her I'm blocking her. I would just block her ass. Just, bye, bitch. Bye. You ain't trying to listen. You get on with your hook-headed ass son. Okay? Melody, I want to say this to you. You can meet with her for lunch all day. It could go good all day. But guess what? She still go be the same bitch. She still go keep taking up for her lying ass, hoe ass son. I said it, okay? She go keep taking up for him. Because that's what she do. She enables hook-headed. That's why he won't change, because he feel like he don't need to.
For me, it became, anything that ignited negative energy or negative thoughts, I just removed myself from it because I got to be good for my kids. You know that.
Oh, that's right.
You were a single mom, so you know.
Forever.
I think what really did it for me was the conversation that you and Martell had, and you were saying that, like I was going to put him in the grave or something, like, because I was always Martell, like I didn't do anything.
Them kids was real small, and you used to just work, and I'd be like, damn, she don't kill my boy. He do so damn much.
Yeah.
You lay around, Martell.
To me, Miss Marlene was wrong for that. She need to stay her ass up out their marriage. I don't know why mothers overstep their boundaries in that way. But, that is what you do when you enable your son. You get involved in situations that have nothing to do with you. Okay? He was her husband. She had all these babies. I'm sure she needed to stay at home. And, and it's so funny because you got Martell saying Melody didn't do enough, didn't cook, clean, do this, do that. Now you got the mother saying at one point Melody was lazy. It's impossible to, be there, honey, for the narcissist and his enabling ass mother. Okay, you cannot be there for these type of people. You can't make these type of people happy. There's no pleasing them. They just want to complain for the sake of complaining.
Who must be so mad?
When I look at the relationship we've always had, which has always been a good relationship, it's really more like you really became a casualty of war that didn't even directly have nothing to do with you. So did Martell ever come to you and say, man, mama, I done got this wife. She don't do you don't do a damn thing. Goddamn, she about to kill me, mama.
No, girl.
No, Martell didn't say that. His hating ass mammy said that because that's what that bitch wanted to say. Okay?
I said it. You was spoiled. He had you spoiled.
That's the least he could do. All he did was cheat on her. Shit, the whole damn marriage. Shit, before they got married. Like, if you don't get this drunk ass bitch out of here, Melody is a better woman than me because I would have got my ass up. That bitch wouldn't see me no more. Okay? You was spoiled. She was in a slave contract of a marriage too. Shit, she really was in one. She couldn't suck his dick enough. He still was out here cheating. Out here triangulating her and trying to get her to compete with other women for his affection. Child, goodbye. Melody, girl, you's a better woman than me because I would be done with Miss Marlene and her drunk ass. I would. Shit, I think the bitch need Alcoholics Anonymous. But honey, you didn't hear it from Miss Robinson, okay?
You was like, Martell this, Martell.
That's her damn husband. Bitch, you out of line. You are out of line because you didn't have no man all them years. You had to raise hook-headed, his devilish ass. He probably was running the men off. Uh-huh. I don't like women, you guys, like Miss Marlene that live vicariously through their children and have all these opinions about how the woman should act. Because when you have women on the first floor, and if she got a first floor son, her ass reside on the first floor too. She gonna be giving out bad advice. She's going to have the opinion of, well, you shouldn't ask for much, and and as the woman you should do everything. Like, no, she's married. That's why you get married, so you can have a partner. But see, her talking like this, you guys, it lets you know that she's down for these slave contract marriages too, and I'm not here for it.
I did say it. I said, Lord, she gonna kill my baby. But you were being lazy.
She ain't never been lazy. She had all them damn kids. She's tired. Shit, you only had one. She got 4. Like, child.
Being lazy. Well, matter of fact, can I tell you something?
I guess when you get them children, they make it lazy.
Oh, let the record show, y'all. Martell did everything, honey. When I was in a marriage with Martell,
and we ain't talking about that.
I didn't have to do nothing.
I'm just saying.
I ain't have to work. I didn't cook. I didn't do no fold. I ain't do no laundry. I ain't come up with no business ideas. Just remember, I lived a life of
yes,
doing
you did.
nothing.
I ain't say you didn't do nothing.
And he out there messing around with that squirrel face looking heifer. Okay, child, goodbye. Anyways, you guys, they end up making up and Melody unblocks her. The bitch would have stayed blocked. I ain't got time for this bitch and her drunk ass shenanigans, honey. Next. So Dr. Francis gets to talking to Lewis about his losses and, how he began shedding tears. And I was more interested in this Lewis and not the one that's trying to put on this damn performance for us, okay? Tiffany, she got to wiping his tears. It was a nice, sweet moment. Dr. Francis also gets on Tiffany about her wounds and how she was crying. And Tiffany gets to saying that Dr. Francis was, scratching on wounds that she never really thought about. She's always just moved on with her life. But Tiffany, you need to take the time to slow down, to heal. You don't need a baby, okay? Hell, in my opinion, you don't even need a marriage. You need to learn how to be on your own, because until you master that, you are not going to be a good wife. Okay, you got way too many issues. You lack humility. You don't want to listen. Both you and Lewis, y'all act like y'all know every damn thing. And this is actually the scene, guys, where Lewis began crying. Dr. Francis gets on Lewis about how he has handled his losses. Lewis is putting on a performance again. Okay, I told y'all, him and Tiffany, they are surface people. They don't get too deep. And the major problem with that is you kind of can't get in other people's business. The more that I think about it, I should say. You can't get in other people's business. It's almost not fair because you're unwilling to get into your own stuff. But I am still relieved somebody called them damn Scots out. Okay, I am. Because, honey, they need to be called out. But, yeah, Lewis said that he isolated himself, to deal with the pain. He admitted to being angry, hurt, upset, frustrated. He began crying. Dr. Francis began saying to him, okay, now the philosopher is now acting like a human being. And Lewis, this is the part of you that I would be interested in getting to know more. Not this person just trying to, put up this front. Your wife is just like you, okay? She's the byproduct of you and how you're acting, because she acts the same damn way. She's a woman that doesn't really want to deal with her feelings. And it's like, if y'all ain't gonna really try to keep it real, shit, why is y'all here? Okay? Shit. So Tisha ends up talking about the loss that she just suffered. Now, what I'm hearing from you guys and what I've heard in the Facebook group that I'm in is that this friend passed away some months ago, and now her and Marceau is kind of using this, for their storyline. I wouldn't be shocked, because Marceau and Tisha, they behave in a way of, they don't want to deal with stuff, period. And to me, if we really being honest, Marceau and Tisha, Lewis and Tiffany are both collectively, as couples, they are incomplete packages of each other. Okay? They all need help, but are, unwilling really to listen to it. Because Marceau is just here for show, right? He just wants to look like he's a good husband. I do not feel like he really is a good husband. He may be a good provider, but you as a man need to be able to provide, profess, which means get your ass up and say a few kind words about your wife. You didn't do that. You need to protect her, and you need to listen to her and give her what she wants. Give her what she needs. How dare you ask more of her and you're unwilling to give that yourself? Ladies, do not give more to a man than what he is giving to you emotionally. You will be setting yourself up for failure. But yeah, I'm not really buying this storyline with this friend. Yes, I believe the friend may have passed away, but I do think the time that this friend passed away, I think it's a bit sketchy. And I feel like they are using this and milking it. That way we can get up off of them. Because I want Dr. Francis to put the narcissist and codependent in lowest terms. I'm ready to get to the bottom of their stuff. Because like I said, I do feel like their marriage is worse. I guess Tisha's friend collapsed in her new daughter's bedroom. The baby, I guess, was 2 months at the time. And I guess the husband was at Maurice's bachelor party. They kind of played that, and he was saying how much he loved his wife. That's sweet. Next, honey, we got Hook-Headed and his drunk ass mammy, and they get to talking about how Hook-Headed is almost sold out of his wine bottles. I don't believe it. He talking about he needs to order more. I'm looking like, child, bye, okay? Goodbye, because the last I heard, the people wasn't even receiving their damn product. Oh, I guess the wine ain't even released. But he talking about he got to order more wine bottles. Child, Hook-Headed. Between you and Sheree, honey, and y'all little first floor businesses, honey. And what's so sad is both of these people have what it takes to win. Not so much in brain power, but they have the connections, okay? Martell begins telling his mother that him and Melody are moving in the right direction when it comes to their co-parenting situation. And Miss Marlene tells Martell that she met with Melody and they have decided to forgive each other and, move on. She said the meetup with Melody was very positive, and you could hear that damn Hook-Headed. He talking about well, that's good. She, being mature and actually want to move forward. I'm looking like she a better woman than me, because I wouldn't be bothered with neither one of y'all, because y'all don't know how to act. Okay, Miss Marlene is dysfunctional too, and she is unaware of her ratchet behavior. Okay, she is unaware of how she enables her son. We know that Martell is a full-blown narcissist. He's very unaware of his behavior, honey, and don't care and don't plan on changing. Okay? Lewis opens up to Tiffany about his father and how his father was never there at his games. Him or his father or his mother, I guess they didn't support him enough. And we saw him once again crying and being emotional and being transparent. Okay, there's that word. I'm like, that's good, Lewis. You're opening up and we're really getting to know you instead of the surface you or this performance that, you want us to just believe that you just got everything all together, and that's not true. Nobody does. So, good job, Lewis. And I like how Tiffany was supporting him and hugging him and kissing him like a good wife. Okay, so next, honey, we got Marceau and Tisha. And was it me or did it seem like Dr. Francis just quickly dismissed them? Because I ain't got time for this foolishness, this dysfunctional marriage that's all over the place, honey.
Honestly, I think they've been insightful. I keep it light. It doesn't mean that it's not important. This is light, Doc. Yeah. You got Lewis out there crying. Everything going on. This don't seem light. Seems pretty heavy. We talk about his marriage in any aspect of it.
And loss and death.
Yeah. How much heavier can it be? Couples therapy is like working on something and seeing a snake.
Okay, there's a fly.
Oh. Yeah. This is couples therapy. Couples therapy is like this little fly.
Y'all see Tisha just laughing at the stupid jokes. Couples therapy shouldn't be like that to you. You should take it seriously, but it's a joke. He gonna make fun of it. She gonna keep complaining. Girl, bye.
Sure of our marriage up until the last, I'll say 3 or 4 years. And it's not that we were unsure of our marriage. It's just everyone constantly reining in. It's almost like, damn, are
we doing something wrong?
Hell yeah, you doing something wrong. You a narcissist and she a damn codependent. And this is what I'm talking about with Tisha. Tisha will never be taken seriously by people because, like I said, you guys, she lacks consistency. One minute she's crying and complaining about her marriage. She did that same thing last season. And then once they got to that reunion, put some respect on my marriage. Girl, ain't nobody respecting a marriage where your husband could barely get his ass up to say a few kind words about you, okay, and why he loved you and picked you out. This is the same marriage where he had to tell Siri to make time for you for a date throughout the week for you all to hang out, and Dr. Francis checked his ass and said, I don't need to tell Siri about a damn thing that's important to me. He checked him.
You know?
So we really have to look at
but we keep doing it. But we keep doing it because it feels right.
Well, just because it feels right, narcissist, it don't mean you should do it, okay?
And keep doing what? Keep doing what?
Our marriage has been the exact same. We have roles, and they traditionally follow. They follow traditional roles to a certain extent.
You're saying that over the last 4 years, it's been
more force. Our marriage didn't have any friction going into this. And now our marriage would have external force or friction.
Like what? How do you mean by external?
Like it's constant feedback from every.
Y'all hear that? They sitting up here trying to blame everybody else for what they don't want to see in their marriage. It's everybody else that has an opinion about our marriage. Like I always tell y'all on this channel, life is all about feedback. You may not want to hear the feedback all the time, but it's going to give you feedback. And when you are a narcissist, you feel like you are above receiving feedback. You don't want to hear shit. You don't think things should change because everything serves you. Right? So couples therapy is a threat to Marceau. And the more I look at all the couples, they are in fear, especially Marceau and Tisha, because Marceau has a fear of changing, and so does Louis and Tiffany. They have that same fear. They don't really want to do the work to become better people in their marriages.
Everyone else critiquing our marriage.
You acting like now another man can't do the same thing you doing.
They can't.
Yes, they can.
And they play all the clips of Miss Wanda calling him out, Martell calling him out for allegedly cheating. And my issue with the Scotts is, like I keep telling you all, I don't think we ever really talk about what we need to talk about as it pertains to their marriage. We may talk about it on my channel, but I don't never see, like on the reunion, anybody really calling Marceau out and holding him to a standard, getting on him for how he treats his wife. At that reunion, Carlos could have brought up why Marceau wouldn't get his ass up to say a few kind words. No, but instead we got from Maurice and some of these YouTubers sitting up here saying, well, Marceau just isn't that guy. Well, he just, y'all kill me with that. Stop saying people just ain't this and they ain't that. No, he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. That would have meant the world to Tisha for him to get up and speak up about his love for her. That would have meant something to her. But like I keep trying to tell y'all, when you a narcissist, it's all about you and your feelings. You don't give a damn about your wife's feelings because, she's just a means to an end. As long as she do what I want her to do, then I'm good with her. But I ain't gonna make no sacrifices for her. And that's why Tisha be crying and stuff like, dang, you giving them a reason. It's the same thing with Lisa Nicole from Married to Medicine when she told Darren, you giving them a damn reason to say the things that they say about our marriage by how you act. Remember, she did say that to him because he doesn't answer questions directly. And guess what? You have something to hide when you do that. Once again, Marceau does more lying, because listen to what Dr. Francis says.
When God gave you a man, you didn't know if it was obedience or not, but following through with just listening to him, is this a part of what you're saying? Because he said it's ultimately the decision came from me.
Yeah, and just trusting him.
But when it comes down to it, I don't make decisions unilaterally. All right? I don't make decisions unilaterally. I speak it over with her.
Oh, you do?
You hear Dr. Francis? Oh, you do. You didn't do that shit when it came down to Africa. Okay, you do whatever the hell you want to do. And that's why Dr. Francis dismissed their ass. And he was done with this scene because he sees right through their ass. Let's get to Maurice and Kimmie. So we got Maurice and Kimmie. They are eating, it looked like some dinner. Dr. Francis joins them. Like I said, they have a slave contract for a marriage. She is to cook, clean, do all this laundry. Maurice, Mellow Yellow, acts like he don't understand why Kimmie don't want to have sex every day. She's tired. You done gave your slave so many chores to do. Now, she don't feel like doing nothing for you. Sex is supposed to be enjoyable. But once again, Maurice, you making her out to be a slave. Like I keep reiterating. Like all that sex that you want to have. And I don't even believe he really even wants that. I don't know what the hell he want, but child, bye. You hear your wife saying, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I got businesses, I'm a type A personality, I got all this going on. Why would you give her yet another obligation? Okay? Dr. Francis told Maurice it's Kimmie's body. She has a right to her body. Kimmie says, yeah, he knows that. It doesn't seem like it because he shouldn't keep asking for something that's impossible. Don't no human being want to have sex every day. And when your man thinks you are a machine like that, Kimmie, he doesn't respect you. Okay? So that was another issue I had. You got all these men trying to give Big Lou advice about what he should do in his marriage when they fucked up too in their own way. Make it make sense. And Kimmie, girl, you need to start running up that damn credit card. Yeah, start going out on some girls' trips. Start coming home with some liquor on your breath. Okay, and stop doing all them damn chores. Shit, have his ass pay for it. Since he want to have sex. Shit, let Miss Robinson come stay with y'all for a week. I get both y'all ass together, honey. I'd be like, girl, Kimmie, this is what we go do. With men like this, you got to spend their money. They're just asking for it. Okay, they is begging for you to run that credit card up. And bring his ass the bill. Let him figure that shit out. And say, nigga, do you want to fuck that bill? I didn't think so. I can't fuck you. Okay. Want to have all this sex and child, I think he just adding something else. Yeah, just moving the goalpost. Let me put something else on this bitch plate. She ain't got enough. These men on this show, they make you not want to get married. You feel like a damn slave. I'm tired just talking about these damn people. Dr. Francis said just what I said to Kimmie and Maurice, okay? He said that she has so much responsibility on her plate that cuts into her availability, Mellow Yellow, to have sex with you. So if you really want more sex, then you need to be paying for a housekeeper. You need to be hiring a damn chef. You need, somebody else to do your damn laundry, okay? But, honey, that is it. We gonna go ahead, honey, and end the video right there. But it looked like on the next episode, Big Lou and Tiffany got their ass up out of there, honey. Okay, they said not today and tomorrow don't look good either. We done had enough of this damn counseling. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.